Okay, that's video number 2, SAT essay, right? Okay, as we talked here about the second prompt, and the main idea that's in the second prompt and the second box, which is here. Let me do it this way, which is here. Okay, this is for me the main idea of the whole passage. Okay, emancipation is a proclamation and not a fact. Again, emancipation, the act of freedom or liberation, is proclaimed, is claimed, okay, but not a fact. It could be proclaimed, could be pretended, but not what? But not a fact. Now that you know the main idea, which is here, okay, now that you know the main idea, you are ready to read the passage, okay? So don't read the passage without knowing the what? The main idea. You're going to read the passage here. As you read through, keep the main idea in mind. يعني دايما بنفكر في المين idea. طيب, قلنا what's our job? Remind you again. Our job is to analyze in what way the author could persuade his audience with his main idea. طبعا using what? فاكرين? Number 1, evidence. وعرفنا evidence يعني ايه. وهناخد بعد كده ايه؟ يعني ايه evidence؟ ايه هي ال breakdown of evidence؟ Evidence includes what؟ وبعد كده reasoning اللي هي logic. وبعد كده اي حاجة ليها علاقة stylistic or يعني style. اوكي. perfect. طيب. بعد كده ايه؟ لازم نفكر اني نفسنا ان everything that the writer or the author argues in some way here in the passage relates back to that main idea that we have read in the second prompt, okay, اللي هو الصندوق الثاني اللي تحت. As you read, look for ways that the author tries to persuade you of the main idea. ايه هي الways اللي احنا قلناها دلوقتي؟ Evidence, reasoning, and stylistic what? Stylistic or persuasive elements. And whenever you read, you should note and annotate these elements. يعني ايه مستر؟ يعني في أول حاجة هنا يا شباب مثلا ناخد هنا I speak tonight. Let us go to the first paragraph. I speak tonight, and let us change color here. Okay, let us change color and change size. I speak tonight for the dignity of man and the destiny of democracy. So he's speaking here in what? In favor of what? Of democracy. Okay. So, as you can see here, he is trying to what? What's in there? What kind of technique or feature is there? Is it evidence? Are there any facts or examples? No. Is it reasoning, developing ideas to connect? Or is it appealing to emotions اللي هي stylistic or persuasive elements ففيها appealing to emotions. So here I'm going to write here annotating that way, and I can write evidence, and below it I can write appeal to emotion. Okay, I can write appeal to what? To emotion. He's trying to appeal to the emotions of what? Of people. He's addressing their honor. He's addressing. He's talking about democracy, and that's why he came here for. So simply we can say, if you want to comment on a paragraph like that, again, it's not an argumentative or discursive writing as you're used to doing, right? But it's completely different. It's analysis. It's reporting while you are analyzing, okay? So we can start a body paragraph like that. Forget about the introduction and forget about the conclusions, because I'm going to give you a ready-made introduction and a ready-made conclusion, okay? Let us start body paragraphs. And I can write this. Maybe the author. You can write the name of the author. The author. Let us say starts with, or somebody else will say what? The author deliberately tends to use appeal to emotions in the very beginning of the passage, and you can just use a quote, and you just can take part of this. You can add ellipses, and you say what? For the dignity of man and destiny of democracy. This is not enough, by the way. And the destiny of what? Of democracy, okay? By the way, I have to add a comma here, or you can just add a full stop, right? And you can say what? Such, let us say, phenomenal use of appeal to emotion is meant to show, and you write why he used it. You understand my point now, right? So, teacher, do you mean that I have to annotate? Annotate means what? I write my notes in the margin of each paragraph. No, not every paragraph. Sometimes a paragraph like that one, and you say, teacher, I don't understand this paragraph. I mean, you don't have to touch it. Just go for something that has to do with, وافتكروا الكلمة دي طبعا عارفينها, consistent with the main idea اللي بنلاقيها فين يا شباب؟ at the end of the passage اللي احنا قريناها مع بعض. You got the point, right? طيب بس قبل ما انهي, and we keep, of course, okay, in what way the author is using these techniques, whether evidence, reasoning, stylistic or persuasive elements to convince the reader. You always need كمان يا شباب وانتوا بتعملوا هنا بقى تبصوا على paragraph by paragraph to come back to your main argument and link those examples, الexamples اللي موجودة هنا في كل paragraph على كل feature to your main argument that the author is trying to convince you with. خلاص كده؟ طيب كمان before the end of the 8 minutes the SAT people want you to see that you are using techniques. These techniques لازم تستخدم التكنيكس اللي هم احنا قلنا عليهم دلوقتي, لازم نستخدمهم. Devices, examples, facts اللي هي which are really important to the arguments the author is making, لكن ما تستخدمش حاجة which is less significant, مش مؤثرة جدا في المين idea, okay? ف don't talk about things that are quite insignificant or not important or marginal, okay? لازم to focus on the main devices that the author uses to demonstrate what his argument with. يعني ممكن في كل الباسج دي هو مش مستخدم a lot of let us say evidence, يعني مش مستخدم a lot of evidence, ف you don't have to mention evidence, okay? I'll go for another video right now.